Welcome back, everybody. It's KPR Network, Knowledge, Power, Respect. I'm your co-host, Rashonda Hayes, also known as Ro.
Push 55, all the way live. We ready, baby. Let's go.
That's right. What's happening, y'all? It's Oliver Baker, aka Bake Boogie, also known as your mama's favorite stepdaddy. You dig? What's happening, Ro?
What's going on, y'all?
Man,
It's
all
already
everything's
April,
good.
y'all. Happy April,
Happy New Year.
everybody.
Happy New
Man,
Year.
yeah, this is the real New Year now.
Real
This
New
the
Year.
spring.
Yep, if
Springtime.
y'all don't know, we've been lied to. That's why it's called April Fools. It's called April Fools for a reason, because this is the start of the new year. And you guys wonder why you guys don't your New Year's resolutions fall apart so fast.
Yeah, because you try to manifest.
Is that why I haven't been to the gym yet? Is that why I haven't been to the gym yet? I think I can start now.
Yeah. Try to manifest in the winter is just not gonna work. So today, everybody, we have lovely guest Sandy Jenkins, owner of Sugar High. I had a wonderful experience going to her facility and getting my armpits the hair removed with this sugar method that she does. So we're gonna. Hey y'all, it's your girl Ro from KPR Network. I'm here at Sugar High, about to meet my girl Sandy to get my underarms done.
Hi,
Sandy.
how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
All right.
You ready?
You don't.
Thank you so much, Sandy. You guys come and check out my girl Sandy Jenkins at Sugar High. Welcome, Sandy.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
Wonderful. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So yeah, Sandy, so what drove you to get into this particular business?
Well, it was all from an old coworker who told me about sugaring, and she explained it all to me. I'd been in the industry for quite some time doing traditional waxing, which we all learn in school. But when she told me about sugaring, I was like, what are you talking about? So she showed me a video, and I was just intrigued. And then it went from there, where she left where we were working in the South Bay. She went to go work for this sugaring company. And then she was, through the years, trying to recruit me. And I wasn't quite there mentally, because I had built my base for, 10, 15 years doing skincare.
Mm-hmm.
So after about 4 or 5 years of her trying to convince me, come sugar, I was finally at the place in my life where I needed some change, and I needed to better my schedule and all that stuff for my kids and my family, and also be closer to home. So after literally 5 years of her like, come on, get on this, I finally took that step. It was a hard transition to do, but I knew it was a new step in my direction of trying to better myself and be better. So from there, I learned sugaring, and I worked 8 years doing sugaring. And the first time I touched sugar, which is made out of lemon, sugar, and water, it's a little sugar ball, as you know, Rashonda. And
Yes.
I fell in love with that sugar ball, what that little sugar ball was capable of doing, seeing the results that I never, ever saw with waxing. It was straight up guaranteed your hair was gone. With waxing, I never, with your brows, your hair is gone. But for legs and other areas, there was always leftover hairs, which I never understood. But that now with sugaring, I understood, because we've been doing it wrong this whole time with with waxing, because sugaring takes hair from the root, and that is the results that you want, is actually moving hair from the follicle and having better, longer lasting results.
Now, is this Sandy, to cut you off real quick, but is that an ancient technique? What is that? Is that
yes. it dates back to the Egyptians. So the Egyptians did that. So Cleopatra did it back in the ADs, and Cleopatra's wanted to be beautiful and do self-care. So they came up with this concoction of lemon, sugar, and water, and you cook it up like you would with caramel. I personally haven't done it because I know it's challenging to get it to the right temperature and all that. But it's safe for all skin types. It doesn't adhere to it only adheres to dead skin cells. So the alternative is better results with your skin. There's not skin damage that's going with this.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I had my underarms done, like I said, and my hair is just now starting to grow back. And I think that's been what, almost a month?
Almost a month. That's been about 5-6 weeks, and that's pretty good for underarms.
It's been over a month then, and it's just now starting to grow back. I'm telling you guys, I really did enjoy it. I really did. So tell us, Eddie, though, now that you become a business owner, is it what you expected as opposed to working for someone else? Do you enjoy being a business owner?
I do. It's actually quite nice. Always being your own boss, doing your own thing. I enjoy it. It gives me that flexibility that as women we need, being a mother, home life, taking care of everyone, and then still trying to do your own thing and provide for your family. So having that timeline where I can give 100% to both has been great. I'm enjoying it. It's nice. I love it. So.
Hey, Sandy, it's Oliver here.
Hi.
So, hi. Thanks for coming on the show, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have a question about organics. I'm also into medical organics, by the way. But I wanted to know if, what was the difference between organic, what you're doing now organically, and the traditional wax? Like, why sugaring, opposed to the wax?
Well, sugaring's all natural. So it's lemon, sugar, and water. There's no chemicals. It's also biodegradable. So it's easily removed with warm water. It dissolves. It doesn't harm our planet because that all goes to the trash. So once it hits water, it dissolves, right? Waxing, there are chemicals in there that can cause irritation. Waxing also takes off 3 layers of skin on top of the wax being hot.
3 layers?
3 layers of skin.
Wow, I never knew that. That may be why I used to break out. When I would get my eyebrows done with wax, I would always feel irritated up here.
Yeah, and then you knew where you knew where the wax was.
Right.
Because you took off 3 layers of skin, and then that's sensitive, damaged skin, and that's why a lot of people get that hyperpigmentation. So when you get your lips waxed, you got the hair gone, but in time, you got that dark shadow, and that's the hyperpigmentation because you're taking off 3 layers of skin, and then you're going out in the sun. You have no sun protection, so you're straight up frying your skin and causing more sun damage. Wow. Also, upper lip is hormonally too, right? So being on birth control makes you more sensitive to the sun, and then you're waxing, it just causes more harm. Wax is full of chemicals. There's the hard wax, there's the soft wax, but it's one and done. You put the wax on, you apply that muslin strip, or the other hard wax, you wait for it to dry, but then you pull it opposite hair direction. So that means your hair isn't always taken from the root, and then it gets snapped off, right? So then after you get wax, you're like stoked that your hair is gone, but underneath the skin surface, there are little pricklies, and those are the broken hairs, which leads into the ingrowns, the irritation, right? You get the rash afterwards. So with sugaring, you're taking it straight from the root, and you're only taking dead skins off. So not only you're taking hair off, but you're getting exfoliation at the same time. Okay. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 deal.
So I guess that kind of answers my hygienic question, because I was just going to say the benefits of, sugaring hygienically. You kind of answered that, smarty pants. So I'm gonna lead it over to Pudge.
All right.
Yes.
Pudge,
But
Pudge.
first off, if you like what you hear, please push that subscribe button on the bottom. Hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, share. Also, hit that little ringy dingy dingy ding ding thing over there in the corner where you get your notifications. And then you can follow us on KPR Network _network at Instagram. You can follow us at here at KPR Network on YouTube. Also, you can hit us on KPR Network and Fanbase, our new place where we're at now on Fanbase.
Awesome.
Sandy, what's up,
Yes.
girl?
What's up,
That's my,
Pudge?
girl. That's my little sis right there. All right, y'all. So, Sandy, tell us
Yeah.
about how the tougher side of the business, though. You know, like we went, you know, how did you hold up through all this pandemic stuff? How are you holding up through all this talk about the dollar crashing and, you know, war? How are you handling as a business owner? How are you handling all this muck?
Praying that this all ends soon because it's but during the pandemic, it was actually when everything was closed off and I branched off and did my own thing. Clients really appreciated that because I was still providing a service that we didn't think we needed during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, when you got sugared or waxed and you did something for yourself, that was a luxury, right? You know, oh, I'm high upkeep because I got to take care of my brows, whatever. But when it came down to it, we all realized when we were on lockdown, oh man, this is what makes me feel good. I feel normal. I don't, you know, I'm taking care of myself. And during that whole lockdown, I realized, oh, people do need me because they don't want to. I mean, you can't do waxing at home. It's not fun, first of all. You end up hurting yourself, injuring yourself. There's constant stories where I've had girls tell me, yeah, I put that wax on and I, you know, thought they would never ever see their private parts ever again because they didn't know what to do. And then it was a total nightmare. And we just crack up in the room.
Because I've seen, you know, on the TikTok, seen some real bad posts of people putting 2020 cell phone. Man, they couldn't even pull off the shit off their skin.
If you can't pull out a Band-Aid, how are you going to pull off a whole chunk of wax on your goods?
And they put a whole truckload of it. It's like, oh.
Yes. So
yeah.
So during the pandemic, when I was working at my old spot, and they're like, "When are you guys open? Oh my god, oh my god!" And then the funniest thing was that husbands and boyfriends were like, "Baby, when you gonna see your sugaring lady again?"
Yeah,
you know, because then you
baby.
realize, oh, I don't mind my girl taking care of herself because but also people also get triggered for hygienic reasons. You know, a lot of times you can't reach back there. You got pregnant moms, you know, you can't see, you can't reach. I have lots of gentlemen who come in and they have reasons to get cleaned up from behind because of hygienic reasons. I also get a lot of cyclists or marathon runners where they have to have no hair to put on their bodysuits.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they can just slip that on, no problem. Have marathon runners who just want to be free of their hairs, of not feeling it, you know.
So that goes into my next question, which is, how do you, as a business owner, how are you giving back to your community, which you are? You're providing that service, like you said, during the pandemic, when people really realize that this is really needed, because like during the pandemic, I was going back and doing boxing training, giving boxing training to people, and I didn't realize how important people really wanted to get exercise. So hygiene, exercise, meditation, all those things. That health core is important.
It's very important for us to take care of ourselves and feel confident in ourselves, and it's just amazing. Just taking care of your underarms. You're like, yeah, I feel good. Like you accomplished something, right?
Yeah.
And that moment of like just lying down and like just taking 10, 15 minutes to yourself. I remember when people would come in for a Brazilian and they're like, I cannot believe that I feel relaxed from a Brazilian, you know, because it's a little bit of torture. I mean, I'm taking hair from the root, but it's a different type of sensation, but it's over quick, easy. I do my best not to cause pain. I mean, that's all I'm doing half the time. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But
Sandy, if you could do heads, boy, I got one.
head's a little different follicle. But you know, it's making people feel good about themselves. And like, I don't mean to bring pain, but I bring love into the situation of it all. And I think people realize that, like, they know who I am when they talk to me. I have nothing to hide. I'm just straight up me.
Yeah.
Lay down the facts. That's pretty much it. I feel.
I don't hear about it often. Is this something that, you know, how come it's not out there? I don't know. Maybe it's just not in my circles or whatever.
True. It's not heard of. That's what I didn't hear about sugaring. And I was like, I've been in the industry for 25 years. How come I never heard about sugaring until my coworker told me? So I've been sugaring for almost 10 years now. And within that 10-year time frame, it has definitely grown. I don't know why it's never been talked about, because you know why, truthfully, it is, sugaring is a hard technique to learn with that sugar ball. It looks really easy, but when I was learning it, it was the hardest technique I ever had to master.
Really?
Because it's temperature sensitive. So the room has to be the right temperature. The sugar has to be the right temperature. And then each person's body temperature changes it up. So it's really important. And then that little ball, it has to be the right temperature for you to maneuver it and manipulate it. So that was the hardest technique. I thought, this little thing, it's quite amazing.
So that
throughout
means
the years,
so with weather, so different weathers. So you're saying different weather. So say when it gets summer and we hit 110s, you're gonna have to do a whole different way.
Well, no, it's just my room would have to be a lot colder.
That's what I'm saying. You have to
adapt to it.
Your room and everything.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is. And this little ball of sugar can do so much as far as everything, basically.
It looks like honey, because I remember when you were doing it and you got the ball together and you were rubbing it, you know, twirling around your hands, and I'm like, it looked like honey, right, guys? And you guys remember it looked like honey.
And it's edible too, so you can eat it.
Wow. I'm definitely I'm glad we're talking to you about this, because this definitely needs to get out, because, you know, part of self-care, we want to make sure, just like when we talk about putting the right foods in our body, we want to have the right chemicals and you know, taking care of ourselves as well. I mean, not chemicals, but the right ingredients, getting away from the chemicals that harm us, you know, because lotions and, you know, creams, all that kind of stuff, a lot of that stuff has chemicals in it, and
this is a lung. This is a lung.
Yeah.
Well, it's the largest organ in our body.
It's the largest organ, exactly.
Well, you know what the great thing is? The great thing is, Ro, now we have Sandy as and that was our ad that Puds ran, right? And I believe we'll be getting the message out from our end. Every time we run, you'll see Sugar High being ran alongside. So she's our first advertiser.
Yes.
And we appreciate Sandy for doing that. Bringing us into her business, getting Ro a chance to experience it. So not only can she talk about the good benefits, giving us the knowledge and everything, but we can also spread it. And I think that's what this podcast is all about.
That's right. Right. I noticed that when I would get wax done, I mean, I've never had my underarms waxed, but even just my eyebrows, the hair grows back all crazy, right? And with the sugaring, I'm not seeing these hairs growing back this way, that way, you know, it just appears to be coming in real smooth. And because, like you said, these are new hairs, because you took the old ones out from the root, right? So now they're just growing in, and it's like, it's even. I don't have like a bush under here, y'all, so don't trip.
Let's see it. Let's see what it looks like.
Oh no. But it's not like bushy. Like you can still barely tell.
But they're like
I
little
can
rice
tell.
grains, just like pickly, like
Yeah.
here and there.
But yeah, it's not even like out that like yet anyway to where it's like, oh, so bad, but I'm definitely looking forward to booking my next appointment. I actually want my legs done too, because my legs is kind of looking a little wild right now. And I plan to be in some little summer dresses,
Right.
So yes,
so time.
Yes. So Sandy, thank you so much, you guys. And remember, the name of the place is called Sugar High, located in West LA. So for those of you who are watching in other states, sorry, you'll have to try to find somebody though that, does sugaring. I think it's definitely a better alternative to the wax because of all the benefits that Sandy mentioned. It's healthier, it's organic, literally sugar, water, and lemon, right?
Yeah, great for
and
pregnancy
the fact that
throughout.
Yeah, and the fact that it's an ancient
Egyptian.
practice. Yeah, Egyptian. That's yeah, I like that too, y'all. So yeah, thank you, Sandy, so much.
Thank you.
Guys.
No, I want to say thank you so much, Sandy, for just opening your doors, to KPR, and letting us run with it, a little bit.
No problem. Thanks for having me, you guys. I appreciate everything you guys done. Definitely. Of just spreading the word and let people know that sugaring is the way to go. I remember when I first started, I was telling everyone, I'm like, sugaring is going to be popping up like Starbucks because this is the better alternative to hair removal. It's great for everyone. So that's
right.
all.
Hey, Sandy, well, if they're popping up like Starbucks, let us get a piece. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, this is KPR Network, man. Y'all been watching, and we'll see y'all on the flip side.
Peace.
Peace.